Close your eyes for a beat and picture steam lifting from a mug. Sweet roasted pear, a soft floral top note, and something warming behind it, like a tiny green cardamom whisper. That's the cup we're making tonight.
Welcome to Earthy Remedy. I'm Fiona Thompson, co-host and nutritionist. Today, a simple evening infusion meant to help your digestion unwind and your evenings slow down. The claim up front is this: a tiny, predictable cup can shift your evening. More ritual than miracle, but it matters. Let's break this down and make it tonight. I love that line, ritual over miracle. I'm Sam Nang Bradley, your host and guide. We'll tell a short story, look at the gentle science, and then walk through a slow recipe you can make while you listen. Picture this. Dinner ran late. Your stomach is still doing small concerts, and your head is scrolling. You want to settle, but the rhythm of the evening is scattered. Small rituals, like a consistent warm drink, help your nervous system notice the change. They're simple signals your body understands. Wait, so you mean the cup is doing the signaling, not the ingredients?
Exactly. The ingredients add texture and scent, but the reliable action, making the cup, holding it, breathing in the steam, is the thing that cues your system to slow.
Biochemically speaking, warm, soft foods are often easier to process than cold or highly sugared desserts. Roasted fruit becomes tender, its sugars less sharp. Linden, or Tilia, shows up across folk traditions as a calming floral infusion used for mild tension and relaxation. That's the mechanism here, a gentle, food-like brew combined with predictable action.
That makes sense. My grandmother used to warm fruit and leave it nearby when someone felt unsettled. No fuss, just presence. Simple acts tend to stick with us. Let me be clear. This is supportive, not a treatment. If you have ongoing digestive issues or medical concerns, check with a clinician. For everyday evenings, though, this is meant to be gentle and approachable.
All right, let's make it simple and slow. I'll read the ingredients slowly so you can jot them down or follow along while you cook. Ingredient list: 1 medium pear, ripe but firm, halved and cored. 1 teaspoon dried linden flowers or 1 linden tea bag. Half a green cardamom pod, lightly crushed, optional. 1 cup of water. 1 teaspoon honey or maple syrup, optional. Optional, 1 tablespoon full-fat milk or a splash of coconut milk for creaminess. Quick benefits as we go. Roasted pear gives soft sweetness and texture. Linden brings a gentle floral calm. Cardamom warms and supports digestion, and a touch of honey smooths the edges. Equipment: a small baking sheet or skillet, a small pot, a strainer, and a mug. Nothing fancy. This is a kitchen ritual, not a production. Step by step now, and I'll pause so you can follow. Step 1. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, or use a skillet on medium-low. Halve and core the pear and place the cut sides up. If you like, dust a whisper of cinnamon over them. Step 2. Roast for about 12 to 15 minutes until tender and lightly caramelized. You want golden edges, not char. If you're using a skillet, brown the cut side gently until soft and golden. While that's roasting, step 3. Bring 1 cup of water to a gentle simmer. Add the crushed cardamom if you're using it. When the water is just under a boil, add the linden flowers or tea bag. Lower the heat and steep very gently for 4 minutes. Important tip: don't oversteep linden. 4 minutes keeps the floral note soft. If you're new to florals, start with half a teaspoon instead of a full one. Step 4. Remove the linden infusion from heat and let it rest. Scoop about half the roasted pear flesh into the mug and mash it gently with the back of a spoon so the juices mingle with the tea. See the color deepen? That's the fruit adding body.
Step 5. Taste. Add up to 1 teaspoon of honey or maple syrup if you want sweetness. For creaminess, stir in a tablespoon of milk or coconut milk. Stir slowly. This cup is meant to be savored.
Common mistakes: boiling the linden hard, which sharpens the florals, using too much sweetener and losing the nuance, or pouring scalding water over the roasted pear, which flattens the aroma. Keep things gentle. Storage and serving. A double batch keeps in a sealed jar in the fridge for up to 48 hours. Reheat gently on the stove. Avoid aggressive microwaving. Best time to sip is about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Start with 1 cup nightly and notice how your evening shifts. Variations: swap pear for roasted apple. If linden isn't available, a mild chamomile lavender blend works. Use small amounts. For extra digestive support, add half a teaspoon of fennel seed while steeping.
A quick listener note. We love. Someone messaged us that after 2 nights of a small ritual like this, she began falling asleep about an hour earlier. That's anecdote, not research, but it shows how predictable routines can reorganize an evening. The evidence supports that consistent, calming behaviors help sleep hygiene.
Safety and cautions. Fiona?
If you are pregnant, breastfeeding, or taking medications, especially sedatives or blood pressure drugs, check with your clinician before adding herbal infusions regularly. Linden is generally well tolerated, but large amounts can cause extra drowsiness for some people. If you have plant or pollen allergies, try a tiny sip first and stop if you notice any reaction. So it's not a one-size-fits-all fix. Some people prefer plain water, and that's perfectly fine. This is one gentle option among many. Before we close, take a small sensory pause with me. Hold your mug in both hands. Close your eyes if you can. Inhale slowly. Notice the roasted fruit, the floral lift, the hint of cardamom. Exhale and feel your shoulders soften. This tiny ritual signals care more than it signals cure. We'd really love to hear how this worked for you. Did you roast the pear or pan-sear it? Did you add milk or keep it pure? Send a voice message or DM us at @EarthyRemedy. Your variations help us shape future recipes. If you found this helpful, follow or subscribe to Earthy Remedy. We'll include the full written recipe, sourcing tips for linden flowers, and a printable card in the show notes. Start gently. Try half the linden strength if you're new to floral herbs, and notice how just 1 consistent, calming cup can change your evening. Thank you for sharing this little ritual with us. Take a deep breath, drink some water, and be kind to your body. Listen to your body. Trust the earth. Feel the difference. Good night from Earthy Remedy.